this open date. It's a good time for us for self-evaluation, get some guys healed up for this stretch run. Got 4 games coming up in 19 days, so very important stretch for us. So big week for us, self-evaluation, looking at things that we've done well, things we haven't done well. Also a time for us to get some guys healthy, try to get some guys back. C.J. Miller, Victor Evans, Ross Donnelly was a little bit banged up after that game. Dawson Knox, groin bothering him. So trying to get some guys back healthy for the stretch run. A lot of self-evaluation for us this week, and just going to use this to get better. So with that, I'll open it up for questions.
Raise your hand and get the microphone to you.
Assuming that you've done some self-evaluation already, what are the areas that you need to attack to correct some things?
Well, the things we're looking at are critical factors. Offensively, third downs, red zone. I obviously, after the last game, spent a lot of time on red zone. What can we do to improve there? When you play against defenses that are really good, it gets tough down there. It gets constricted. They're going to bring zero pressure, and you got to win some one-on-ones. And so I think there's a lot of things that you have to look at. But we got to make sure we're putting our players in the best position to be successful. And we do have some guys that can win some one-on-ones, and we got to give those guys a chance when we get down there. So looking at that, and defensively looking at explosive plays, over the course of the season, is it scheme? Is it players? Is it, what are we doing? Is there a call that's coming up that's consistently, or is there a player we're putting in a situation where he can't be successful? So just looking at all those things and seeing where we can be better.
Matt, who do you think are your best options to win one-on-ones in the red zone?
Well, I think there's some things that we can do in the run game down there to maybe create some mismatches, off play action with Dawson Knox and our tight ends, and obviously I think Lodge and AJ can win down there, and we just got to put those guys in the right spots, and then we got to make plays when they come available. And again, I think it's been a little bit of everything. Sometimes we haven't made the one-on-one play. Sometimes we've missed a block up front. In the last game, they brought zero pressure twice in the red zone, where they're bringing one more than you can protect, and we didn't get it out, soon enough. So I think it's a combination of everything, and that's usually the way it is. It's not usually just one thing or one person. It's more of a combination of things. But I think just having the right plan and being confident down there is huge.
Are there any things you guys can do schematically to improve the run game, help Scotty get a little freer, or
Sure,
is it just
I
about
think
execution?
if you look at all that stuff, there's always things that you could do better, and hindsight's 20/20. But again, just having the right plan in the run game, and then in the pass game, giving guys chances to get open. But again, when they bring zero, you got to get the ball out quick.
Questions?
I'll play. You mentioned Ross Donnelly. What was his injury?
It's just got a sore knee, and it's swollen up and inflamed this week. So we just gotta manage him through the rest of the season. And I don't think it's anything that's a serious injury, but it was bottom, so he'll be limited some this week.
What is C.J. Miller's health like now? Is he somebody that could be back now for South
He
Carolina?
is. I'm hoping that he'll be back in practices this week, and I would say he's probable for South Carolina. Obviously, I'll know more as he goes through practice this week, but I would say he'd be back. So that should help.
Coach, I'm assuming that, if I'm wrong here, just correct me, that offense is RPO heavy. Is Jordan making the right decisions when you get in the red zone as far as run or pass or whatever the options he has?
You know what, I think we asked our quarterback to do a lot and to make some very, very fast decisions, and I think he's been really, really good with that. Has he been perfect? No, and I think when you get down in the red zone, sometimes it shows up where, hey, he's got to do this better, he's got to do that better. But I think that's true at every position. There's some times the line can be better, Scotty can be a little bit better, the receivers can win their one-on-one a little bit better. So I don't think I think everybody wants to put the blame on the quarterback, and they get too much credit and too much blame some of the time. So, but I do think there is some things that we can all do better, coaches and players, when we get down the red zone, because in a game like that, it gets magnified. Look back to the Texas Tech game, we had to kick a bunch of field goals there, but we scored enough where it wasn't just a huge red flag. But now when you lose a game like you did on Saturday, it was a difference in the game. So you got to make sure that we're addressing those things moving forward. because when you get down there, points are at a premium.